you starting?
Eric, I would just say preseason practice is going so far.
Thought we had a great summer. We had some injuries, and that allowed other players to get reps and opportunity. But thought we had great chemistry throughout the summer. Did a lot of team bonding stuff. So off the floor, I think the guys got to bond maybe a little bit quicker than normal. And on the floor, I mean, the effort every day is more than we can ask. I mean, they're really trying. They picked up a lot of stuff. We're probably the furthest we've ever been advanced from scheme standpoints. We still have a lot of stuff to clean up and get better. But right now, I would say that scheme-wise, we have as much in maybe like mid-year almost for as far as sets and some of the things that we do offensively and defensively. We're about where we normally are. We're not ahead at all, but we're not behind either defensively.
Is there a different intensity now that it's the fall and the season's approaching?
I think so. I think that the reason we set up our schedule the way we did was so that they had something every week to look forward to. So obviously we're doing the red and white game a lot earlier than we have in the past, and that's so that they have something to look forward to. I mean, 8 of the 10 weeks in the summer is a long grind, and then you got this 3.5-week segment without playing a game. And so I certainly think that the red-white game, they'll be anxious for that, and then we have Pro Day following that up, and then we'll have the Division II game, and then obviously the Purdue game.
Eric, what are the characteristics of this team? Like, what's it do well, and what do you want to, see improving in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I think from a identity standpoint, Scotty, I think we're still trying to figure that out. I don't think that, I think the beauty of what's happened here over the last 4 years is just our constant theme of getting better and trying to play at our best in March. So, what you see today is not what we'll be in 3 weeks, and what you'll see in 3 weeks is not what we'll be. I thought last year after the Texas exhibition game, I thought we drastically improved over a 2-week period after that game. And, there's a reason we're playing Purdue. It challenges us in a lot of different areas. They're a great passing team, really well coached, physical, have potentially the player of the year who's a big guy inside. Play a little bit different style, obviously, than what we see in the SEC. With their ball movement, their shooting, and their size. So I think we'll get a lot better after that game as well, and we need to get better between now and our first exhibition game against the Division II team as well.
Buzz, Trevin's out today as far as the live scrimmaging. Is there a target date for him to be able to participate full go? And can you share that with us if you do have a target?
Yeah, I mean, I think the target date, Kevin, is probably 2.5 weeks would be the target date, but that target can move. So I call it a moving target. The one thing that I think the medical staff's done a great job, I think TV's done a great job, is having patience throughout this and making sure that he did play live last week, not with our team necessarily, but we did do 3-on-3 work. Our staff talked to a lot of NBA people on what their how they go about it. So I'm happy with where he's at. I mean, he's when you start going live 5-on-5, that changes things too. And so he's going to have an adjustment period, probably the first month of the season. I don't think that we can expect a guy that's been out that long to just come in and have 3.5 weeks before your first game. And I mean, he's going to be a guy that, just like our team, we hope, come March that he's taking it up another level, and I think we'll see with each month him getting better and better, and he's already pretty good too. So,
Eric, out of any of the new guys, transfers or freshmen, anyone who you've been overly impressed by that maybe you say to yourself, he's even better than I thought he was?
I don't think the way that we structure practice that it would be fair to say that, because we don't go live that much. That just because this is such a great media group, we went live a little bit more than we normally do. If you guys wouldn't have been here, there would have been a lot more drills. But I certainly know that and respect everyone's time here, and the cameras and the fans whatever you guys put out, they certainly don't want to see 4-on-4 shell or us coaching. So we tried to structure it when you guys, but we don't go live, so it's hard to, to say, hey, one particular player.
Yeah, maybe work ethic wise.
I think work ethic wise, we can't ask for anything more from the entire group. Guys are punctual, guys are studying their playbook, guys are have a work ethic on their own. It's we have a mature group that's getting into the weight room early, stretching. Guys aren't just showing up like a minute before the weight session, and we hope that pays off. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to, but we hope that it will.
How about conditioning, coach? I feel like everybody's kind of in the same place right now.
Not really, Josh. I think that we got some guys that need to get in a lot better shape to play at the pace that we want. Even going live today, I've never seen a team struggle so bad to get the ball in bounds as an inbounder. So you can bet tomorrow or next time we get together, there'll be a lot of inbounding drills, because we want to run.
Yep.
But I think fatigue, I think when we go back and watch a little bit of today, we'll probably see a lot of guys fatigue, and when that happens, execution goes down.
Pinion looks like he's really filled out, played with a lot of confidence out there today. What have you seen from him this summer and maybe the strides that he's made?
Well, I think one, athletically, he's made strides. I think I think that injury that he had in high school is completely, gone. I don't think that's in his mind. He's not wearing a brace. A year ago from today, he had a heavy brace on, and that's hard for certain players, especially a guard, to wear. So I think mentally he's overcome the injury as well. I don't think that he's thinking about it. Maybe last year at this time, his shooting's been incredible. He's still got some things that we want to try to focus on defensively. Got beat backdoor the other day. In a situation that we're not a deny team, but certainly has been a real pleasant piece for us. Since we've been together.
You mentioned the team's kind of ahead on the offensive sets and things like that. Is that kind of a product of having an older team this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I don't think the one thing that we don't ever want to do, Hutch, is compare, teams. But we do have a veteran team. Last year's group had we went overseas, so it helped from a game standpoint. It helped from an evaluation standpoint that we don't have those 4 games that we had last year to go off. So our rotations might be a little discombobulated to start the year because we don't have that body of work that a lot of teams in our league even got to go overseas this year, and we had the opportunity last year. So I think that we have added a lot more stuff, and if you think about what we were running last year and what we're running now, we're running a more complicated system. We've sprinkled some stuff in that's got some hybrid NBA things off the elbow, and we need to get a lot better. Too many turnovers and spacing's got to improve, but we're moving in the right direction, we hope.
I think Davenport was knocking it down pretty good. Is that difficult?
Yeah, it stretches. Yeah, he's streaky. JD he's got great range. We're really talking to him about trying to square his shoulders up. He shoots a lot of off-balance shots. The great thing about him is he's able to make difficult, high degree of difficulty shots. But along with those, sometimes that'll cause some inconsistency. So the more we can work with him about trying to square up and not shoot off-balance shots, I think it'll help his percentage.
Blocker, I guess, got his wisdom teeth pulled. So I still have mine. It kind of worries me at my age, but
well, if they're not hurting, Bob, don't worry
that's
about
what
it.
I tell the dentist every time he tells me. But how long will he be sidelined?
Depends on the guy and how his body reacts. I'm not a dentist.
Yeah.
So
Like I said,
when I had mine out, I was back, next day.
You get the 2 freshmen. How it looked like fall. He really moves well for his
Yeah,
size.
Bay's got great agility, great movement. I think that some of the schemes are a little different than he's used to. So he's got to continue to look at the playbook and watch video of kind of, you know, what we're doing and pick up second and third reads. But, you know, today altered shots, ran the floor really hard. He's got to add body weight and get stronger, but certainly has had a great work ethic as well, and is really trying hard.
How's Blocker doing when he's
Yeah,
not at the
yeah,
desk?
he's been good. He you know, he plays hard. He's competitive. Plays with great speed. But we have a really good team, you know, and it's you know, it's competitive at all spots right now.
We talked earlier about TB not going live right now, but I saw him during that live session. He was off to the side, kind of coaching some guys up. How much has he helped from in that regard, kind of working with guys as a kind of a coach on the floor?
He's been great. I mean, he's always got great team concepts and team thoughts. The guys all really like him, and I think that helps, you know, tremendously. And he's one of our higher basketball IQ guys, and he understands second, third, fourth options. And you know, I think takes pride in the fact that, hey, he should be, you know, buddy coaching with the guys, and we need him to have some vocal leadership as well.
Coach, with Jalen Graham and Kai, what have you seen from them, I guess, lately? And is there anything different about them versus last year?
Yeah, I think Jalen Graham's practice habits have improved, for sure. You know, Kai, you know, practices hard, competes, just working on, you know, him embracing the team and not getting frustrated. So I think we've identified a couple areas with both those guys to work on, and I think they're both working on them. Still got to improve in some stuff, but you know, we all know, I mean, Jalen can really score the ball. You know, it comes down to loose balls defensively, physicality. Those are the things that will allow him to have an expanded role, and then with Kai, he's a really underrated passer. I mean, as we went back and watched a lot of the film, and you know, he's a willing passer too, so he can make the offense go from second side to third side, back to the fourth side. So, you know, I mean, and we got, you know, Chandler Loss has been really good too for us, because he can make threes, and I would say that, you know, back to the question of, you know, is there anybody that, I mean, he's picked stuff up really, really quickly. You know, and one of our themes this year is being all in, and he's been a guy that's been all in. Like, we tell him to talk on defense and yell, "I got ball," when he closes out, and he does that. So I think when you get a player that does all that type of stuff, it kind of helps them move a little bit on the depth chart ladder.
You said some guys maybe need to get in better condition. What guys are in really good condition? Who are kind of the leaders from a conditioning standpoint?
I mean, Devo runs on batteries. So, I mean, he's bionic. So, I mean, I'm not really worried about Devo. I just think as a whole, other than him, we got to get in better shape. We really do.
Final question?
Wow.
It seemed like spot-up jumpers were going in a lot during that live session. Just how different do you think things could be with your offense from that standpoint, just having guys that can convert on those opportunities?
Well, we can't be much worse than what we've shot in the last 3 years. So I do think we're a better shooting team, but that still has to happen in a game. There was times in the last couple of years that we thought we could really shoot it. But you know, you need more than one or two guys to make shots for you, you know, and obviously that in year one, Mason and Isaiah could, you know, really stretch the defense out, and Moses did a great job stretching the defense out. But we need to really, you know, play as well as you want offensively. We need 3 or 4 guys at a time to be able to make, you know, consistent jump shots. And I think that right now we can shoot. The biggest thing is consistency.